Does it make you a bad parent? Does it make you less of a woman? What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Char'Nita, and I'm back with another video. Today's video is going to be very intimate, very personal. I was looking up some videos today online and kind of just like watching other people videos and YouTubers and stuff, and I just was like, let me come up with a little list of video ideas that I want to do. And one of the video ideas I wanted to do was about postpartum depression. And I was like, dang, I know it's like early in the game for me on YouTube. You know, I'm still building my fan base. Should I do a video that's like this personal? And I kind of was like, dang, thinking about it like all day. Like, dang, like, should I do the video or should I not? Like, I feel like it'll be a good video for other moms out there. And, you know, I'm sure there's other people who have experienced it. And I'm like, sorry, y'all, I'm just fixing my hair because I had it wrapped up all day. I just took it down. Okay, so I'm like, let me just go ahead and do the video. And, you know, I feel like it's something that I experience and a lot of women go through, and my story can help somebody else. So without further ado, let's get into this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on your post notifications so each time I post you can get that notification and you can click right onto the video. And also comment down below some video ideas, because I've been kind of running out of ideas, but I did make a list today, so you'll be seeing more videos from me. The goal for me is to post at least twice a week, at least twice a week. So I think I've been doing good so far, and I'm just trying to stay consistent, so bear with me, y'all. But let's get into this video. So what is postpartum depression? Postpartum depression to me is depression after giving birth. Now, I did look it up. They said sometimes you can experience postpartum like a little bit before giving birth. That's not always the case. And I also seen that sometimes women can be psychotic after giving birth, which I didn't know that. I thought that was very interesting, and I was listening to people's stories, how people were like hallucinating and how they were just like psychotic after giving birth. What's wrong, baby? Look at my son, y'all. Hold on. Oh, come here. Well, now he running. He eating a snack. Well, bye. Now he running. Anyways, he's eating a snack and watching Paw Patrol. He just wanted to see what I was doing. He'll probably come back, I'm sure. But anyways, yeah, so sorry you guys, I got distracted. Yeah, so basically, he just shut the door. Basically, postpartum depression is depression after giving birth. You hear about it, they talk to you about it during your pregnancy, but you never think it's going to happen to you. But it can happen to anybody. It can happen to anybody. What, baby? I'm trying to record. What's wrong? Are you coming in or are you staying out? He don't know what he wants to do. So I'm going to tell you my symptoms and when I noticed I had postpartum depression, because I'm going to tell you guys a little, he's going to do it. But I'm going to tell you guys a little thing about me, my experience, and how I feel like my story can help somebody else. So I didn't realize I had postpartum depression until after I had it. I didn't realize I had it until after I had it. And it's like you hear about it, you read about it, they educate you on it, and it's like you kind of know that something is wrong, but I don't know. I don't think you're really in your right state of mind when you're going through postpartum depression. It's like you're there, but you're not really there. If you guys can understand what I'm saying. But I didn't realize I had it until after I went through it, got over it, and then I'm like, dang, I have postpartum depression, and I didn't even realize it because these are the signs and the symptoms, and I didn't even recognize them, even though I know what they are. While you're going through those motions and you're going through that depression, you don't really think about it as that. So, my son was like a couple weeks, and he had his days and nights mixed up, and he would sleep all day and be up all night. While he would sleep through the day, it would be hard for me to go to sleep through the day because it's really hard for me to take naps. I forgot where I was at, y'all, because I told my son he's gonna come in the bathroom or you're gonna stay out. Now I'm gonna keep opening up the door. Anyways, so my son had his days and nights mixed up where he would sleep all day and be up all night. While he would sleep all day, I would take that time. I would clean the house, I would wash, I would fold clothes, I would cook dinner. Like, I would get what I need done while he's sleeping.
Mommy.
Yes, baby.
Watch Paw Patrol.
We didn't go watch Paw Patrol. Say hi. Say hi, YouTube.
Hi, I like to watch Paw Patrol.
Okay, you about to go watch Paw Patrol?
Yes.
Okay. Say hi, I'm MJ.
I want to watch Paw Patrol.
Oh, you don't want to tell him your name?
I want to watch Paw Patrol.
I'm trying to get a thumbnail while he in here. Give me a kiss. Give me a kiss. Okay, he was eating some Cheetos. Thank you. Go play.
Okay.
Okay, go play. I'll leave the door open, okay? Okay. So, I would get all my stuff done while he would sleep throughout the day. And when it'd be time for me to lay down and for me to go to sleep, of course, he would wake up. And I would just be like exhausted because for some reason, like sometimes while he would sleep, I would try and sleep. Like if I had everything done, didn't need to do anything, I would sleep. But some days, it'd just be so hard for me to fall asleep. So I would just, like I said, clean, cook, do whatever while he's sleeping. So when there would be times where I couldn't go to sleep because, you know, he was up throughout the night. And sometimes, like me and his dad, like we would take turns and stuff. But like while he would work and stuff, and it'd just be me, it would be so hard. And, like I remember one night, and for some reason, I will never forget this part. My eye is burning, but I got on lashes, y'all, so I don't know if it's from it grew or what. Alright. So, I remember this one night, I was just walking around the living room and he was in my arms and I was just rocking him and he just would not go to sleep. And I remember I just started crying, like, oh my God, he won't go to sleep. And I just bawled my eyes out. In the midst of me crying, I'm in the living room pacing, walking while I'm rocking him, like, oh my God, like he just won't go to sleep. And I'm just crying. And I don't know what happened after that. I think he did eventually go to sleep, and then I went to sleep. But for some reason, I will never forget that night where he wouldn't go to sleep, and I cried. I really cried. Like, I cried like a baby. And I was just like, dang, he just won't go to sleep. So, that was one of the symptoms that I had. Like, I would cry when he wouldn't go to sleep. Another symptom I feel like I had is I felt lonely. Even though I wasn't really lonely, in a sense, I felt lonely. I felt all alone. And there were certain situations that triggered that and that also contributed to that. But that'd be a whole nother video. But there was moments where I wasn't physically alone, but I felt all alone. And that, again, made me feel depressed. I was always in the house. We didn't really go a lot of places after having the baby. So that was another thing that was like depressing, like always being in the house. There's not a lot to do, especially when you just have a baby. Your sole priority at this point is to focus on this newborn baby, and they're eating, sleeping, breathing, changing everything. They are solely dependent on you as the parent. So, that is your main priority. And he was my main priority. And I would cry because he wouldn't go to sleep. And, but I made sure as a parent that I did what I had to do as a mom. And sometimes I felt bad because I'm like, dang, why am I feeling this way? I just had a newborn baby. Like, he is the best thing that ever happened to me. And I'm very appreciative for him. Like, I love him with all my heart. And I'm just like, why do I feel like this? But in that moment, in that time where all of this was going on, mind you, I never really spoke about it. I never told my doctor. I never told anybody, like, dang, I feel like I'm having postpartum depression. I never said anything to anybody. So I was just going through it at that time. And I feel like the only thing that really got me through it was being strong for my son. And, I believe in God. I am a Christian. So I feel like the power of prayer, and then later on down the line, just being around family really, really helped. So those were my signs and symptoms that made me really recognize I had postpartum depression. Now, after I went through it and got over it and got back to my happy place and was in a good space, that's when I would think back and I'm like, dang, I really had postpartum depression and I didn't even realize it. And he's playing with the house phone. But I didn't think it had affected me until I talk about it now. And it gets me emotional. Why am I getting emotional? I don't know. But it had an impact on me in my life. And now I know that, if I get pregnant again, I can look for these signs and symptoms and know that, that these are the symptoms and that you should talk to somebody because, like when you go to the doctor and they give you those questionnaires, I would look at those questions and be like, dang, should I mark yes? Should I put yes on the paper? And I would just read through the questions and I would just mark no, because they don't know if you have postpartum depression unless you open up and you say something about it. You express to your physician or your provider that you're having these symptoms and that you're going through this. They don't know unless you tell them. So I'm just like, no. And I just marked no for everything. But in my head, I'm like, dang, some of these questions they're asking, like I am like experiencing some of these things. Should I mark yes? Should I mark no? If I mark yes, does it make you a bad parent? Does it make you less of a mom? Like, if you mark yes, what are the next steps? What do they do from here? Like, I'm sorry, you guys, my eyes are burning. And I really just wanted to make this video because I feel like if you're going through this and you're having signs and symptoms, say something, don't be alone. Even if you just tell your family member and, their support is very important. That time from you find out the moment that you're pregnant to the time that you deliver till that time after, all that support is needed and it's very helpful. It's essential. You need family support when you're going through pregnancy, and after you have your baby, you need your family there. So that is very important, you guys. Make sure that, you have somebody that you can call and that you can talk to, and you have that support system to lean on, because it's very important. If you are having signs and symptoms of postpartum depression, don't be scared to speak up. It does not make you a bad mom, because you can't control postpartum depression. It just happens. And when I was looking up research online, like it would say, why does women have this? It just all depends. Like, it can be like the major drop in the hormones. It just has an effect on your body, on your brain. I'm just glad that my postpartum wasn't as extensive as it could have been. I know, like, I was watching some other videos and people were saying, like, sometimes like they don't want to hold their baby, or like they just feel so detached. And I didn't have that issue. I loved my son, and I didn't feel like I was attached to him in any way. Like, I didn't have that issue. But as far as feeling lonely and just feeling sad and just crying because he wouldn't go to sleep, like, it was little stuff that I feel like, that were my symptoms. Like, I don't feel like my postpartum was severe as some other cases, but I feel like it was enough for me to know after I got through that, like, okay, Char'Nita, you had postpartum depression. This is what you were going through. This is why you was going through this. And this is how you got over it. So, I hope this video was very helpful. I didn't expect to cry. And like I said, I didn't really know that it had an impact on me until I talk about it and it gets me emotional. That's how I know it had an impact on my life and that it's important. And now I know for the future, what to look for in postpartum depression, the signs and symptoms, and not to be scared to seek help. Like, I know that now. And I want, sorry y'all, that's my son. He shut the door. Now I know that, and not to be scared to, open up about it. And some people deal with it and they deal with it in their own way, or they deal with it in silence. And, I just want to be that voice for other moms. I'm 23. This was my first pregnancy ever, and, I was scared, and, I had that support, but, what are you doing? It came later on down the line, and, like I said, I could have called, I could have told people what I was going through, but, it was just hard. It was hard. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys want another video about more, or like to get more into detail, comment down below. But I just wanted to share my experience with other moms, and in hopes that, if they're having the same issues, or if they have signs or symptoms, they can speak up and they can say something, and, they can seek the right help that they need. Thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and comment down below some other video ideas. Make sure you hit that notification bell so every time I post, you can get a notification and you can click the video. If you got all the way to the end, thank you, thank you, thank you. I did not expect to get emotional, but like I said, I didn't realize it had an impact until now I'm talking about it, and it makes me emotional. But thank you guys for sticking with me. More videos coming soon. I'll be posting twice a week, so make sure you stay tuned for those other videos. And I just want y'all to stay with me on this journey. My first goal is to get to 1,000 subscribers, so let's get it, let's go, and I will see you guys in the next video. Let me go feed him some dinner. I just made some baked spaghetti. Okay, so thank you guys for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.